following stream contains mature language and themes. Subjects that may be disturbing to some individuals will arise. Viewer discretion is advised.
And welcome back. We had a discussion during the break, and I'm going to clarify for everyone here. I was being very generous as a storyteller. Any failures at this point, a candle goes out. If a failure could end your life, if it is a dire conflict and you fail, your character is dead. And a candle goes out. If you get at at least a 1, you can burn a trait. If you don't succeed, but you don't get any 1s, you cannot burn your trait. The only difference to that is if you are all the way down to your brink, you can embrace your brink, at which point you can re-roll your entire die pool if you fail. The thing is, if you fail that roll, you're dead. But if you succeed, you actually get to keep your brink. All right. With that, we had just spoken our truths. There is a path available to you. It was actually uncovered by whatever this creature was that was circling you before it was stabbed and took off with your knife. So you're now down 1 knife. But you have a way forward. As a light comes up in the sky, much dimmer than the one before, it goes by very quickly, over the span of a couple of hours, and then the brighter light comes up again. Maybe you've walked a bit, and maybe it's been 6 hours? Hard to say. When you saw those lights in the distance and you heard the clicking noise echoing across the land, they were farther away than they looked like because they haven't gotten that much closer, but you can tell they're still on the move. And unfortunately, your path is taking them in yourselves in their direction. You heard some sounds like gunshots. It was hard to tell where they were coming from. It may have been the direction of those lights. There weren't many, 4 or 5. But you have no other direction to go. And you find a marker. It's a concrete stone that had been set in the ground. And as you look at the number on it, 137, it matches a location on the map. And you realize it's an elevation marker. But Hamish must have been right. It's odd that you haven't come to the river yet. But you are going the correct direction. And there are now 7 die in the die pool.
I told you, I'm master of geography.
You actually took geography in school?
I took fucking geography. I took everything.
So you know French?
No. Which is actually French for no.
Everyone knows that. That's like saying hello, the German hello.
Well, out of
All right, well, it
curiosity,
still means it's true.
out of curiosity with the map, how far away does this make us to the supply place? Are we halfway? How close are we?
Looking at it, and you are probably a little over 1/3 of the way there.
How are we doing on terms of energy levels? Is it time to dip into rations, or are we okay?
You're probably getting pretty hungry. And you notice as that light continues to move across the sky, it's still dark. There's a bit of brightness, but from it, so you don't need to use the flashlight as much. You can at least make out the trees around you.
We've also been walking pretty straight through, plus everything we went through earlier. I know I'm fucking exhausted. Luckily I had that apple before I left.
Is there still, are we still in woods, or is there any kind of, any civilization that we can see, anything around?
You are in forest. It seems to be forest in all directions, but there is a path you're on, and it's I'm going to say you get a chance to examine it a little bit here, and you realize that it's made of rock. But on closer examination, you notice there was a yellow stripe. But it's broken up and the pieces are turned and churned. And as you evaluate and look at this, it's about as wide as what you would have considered an old 2-lane road to be. But if it was, there's nothing left but broken concrete.
Wait, but when we were led through here before, it was all forest, right?
Well, this is the path you found that was uncovered
by
the creature.
I'm hoping that's just a really, really old road and not that we've been gone that long.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
I mean, how would those animals have survived that long in there? Unless they
reproducing?
We would have seen corpses of just dead animals all trapped.
It's true, there would have been bones.
Sorry,
I don't know.
Sorry, Tam, do I remember correctly, or did you say that when I was holding that door closed, it started to almost rust and decay while I was pushing it closed?
That is what I said, yes.
Look, I don't know what's been chasing us, but when I was pushing that door closed, I could almost feel it starting to age in my hands. Doesn't make any sense, but maybe these things just break things.
So we're fighting a necromancer?
What?
It's this.
Maybe that's why the lights wouldn't work. The microwave worked, but the lights didn't. Maybe it gives off some sort of radiation.
Maybe microwaves use radiation.
And suddenly you hear from about. Sorry, go ahead. Well, I don't want to interrupt.
There are different kinds of microwaves and radiation. I'm not a scientist, but I'm just throwing out ideas there.
I just realized something. If this is all true and we've been down there as long as I think we have, there's a better than average chance everybody we loved is dead.
Oh, no.
No.
What makes you think we've been down there for that long?
I mean, long enough for rot to set in on just about everything that's there.
I just told you these things are corroding the things they touch. It could happen. If that could happen that quickly, then there's no telling. That's not a good gauge.
This can't be scientific. It has to be
long enough time for there to be a fucking shift in the climate. There's no pollution here. There's nothing.
I'm going to keep a list of things to dwell on and things not to dwell on right now. And that is on the list of things I'm not going to dwell on right now.
Look, this must be some sort of occult, weird something. Okay?
We can stay calm because think about it like this. Think about it logically. I think what Cliff is saying is correct, that whatever it touches seems to corrode it. This could be some sort of alien or whatever, but you've got to remember there were other people in those pods with us, right? they hadn't aged, their pods hadn't worked properly. So if we had been frozen, they would have decayed and they were okay. So time can't have passed that much. Plus, the microwave was still on, and microwaves don't last that long. They eventually go out. So
Those things are designed to break. You know,
exactly.
The corporations, they make things
Capitalism.
just so you need to buy. Yeah.
From about 10 feet ahead of you, you hear the sound of a shotgun rack. And shut the hell up. Paul, they're over here. All of you, down on your knees, now.
What's the...
Sure.
I get down. I've got my skillet.
Karis does as well.
You hear as some other footsteps come across the way. All right, weapons down. That means you too, skillet boy.
I didn't know that you'd be worried about this when you're holding a fucking shotgun, but all right, mate.
Who are you?
Wait, I'm Karis.
We were.
This is
No, I don't care about your name. Who the hell are you?
gonna sound crazy, but we were in the scientific facility. We literally just woke up, and apparently everything's either rusted, decayed. We don't know what the fuck's going on. We literally just got out.
What,
like 6
what is your
hours,
degree
6
in?
I didn't have a degree.
Liberal
I
arts.
dropped out.
If I might, we have a map in our possession. I can show you on the map where the base is that we just came from.
Wait, my degree? What do you want to know my
Right.
degree?
Yeah, dark-haired chick. Come here. You're number 7. Come here.
Thanks. I'll come over.
All right, 7. What map? And move slow. We've got guns trained on you.
I understand. I promise I'm not going to make anything weird. Hamish, I'm going to reach into your pocket and grab the map, okay?
No, you don't go anywhere near him.
Okay, in his
Tilda,
front
quiet,
pocket.
Quiet. Tilda, search him. So a woman comes over. She slings.
And here I was thinking you were going to do it, big guy.
She slings a
I'll take
rifle.
what I can get.
She slings a rifle, and you see Tilda come up, and she's probably more muscular than most of the bodybuilders you've ever seen. And she grabs you by the collar and stands you up and very roughly pats you down and begins removing anything that you have in your pockets and just dropping it on the ground.
I tell you, it's the one in my left pocket, but I'm kind of having fun.
Sorry, excuse him. It's been a rough day. I imagine it's been
Just
listening to you.
Rough
Shut
century.
up, or I will gag you. Is that clear?
Rough couple centuries, actually. I don't know how long we've been down there. It's in the left pocket, though.
Hamish.
If another one of them opens their mouth, you are authorized to shoot.
I point to the map. And I go to like as if I'm going to pick it up, but I wait for confirmation that it's okay.
Get back on the ground. Hands on your head. Z. Did you know? That storage pod's 20. I'm going to ask you again. Who are you? One person answer. One.
We were all chosen. I don't know how long ago to be part of
Yes,
this.
we know how the process works. What seed?
7.
Thank you. 7.
7. Did you know?
It was on the welcome area. 7. Seat 7. Only reason I can remember.
Slowly, another woman walks up. You notice they're all wearing a military style uniform. You know, the green ball caps, camo clothing. They're all carrying firearms. Yeah. Seed 7 was a last minute thing. They picked a bunch of rejects and threw them in there.
That
You know,
tracks.
needed some people to do the work while the smart people ran things.
I believe that.
What? I'm sorry. What the hell is going on? Because we literally just woke up like a few hours ago. We had to run. There was this eyes. That was... What the hell?
Did you not pay attention to any of your training? Where's your military
What training?
bearing?
We didn't get any military training. We were being taught how to raise animals. We were being taught how to attack and stuff.
As you were saying, it sounds like we were taken to do the looking after the livestock and the vegetables and food. I will just say we were only in the facility for a couple days when we had a drill, or we were told a drill, which led us into these chamber pods, and then we just woke up. I swear to you, we don't understand what's going on. We have been experiencing things, and things that might be completely normal and right for you, we are completely unaware. And if you can enlighten us, I would really appreciate it, because we don't know what we can do right now.
Okay. Let's be one thing clear here. We're in charge. You're not. As long as you provide value, we will keep you alive. I'm Maggie. This is Paul, Tilda, Z. You will reply to them as Sir and Ma'am. If you have a question, you will go to them. I do not want to hear your voice unless I ask you something directly. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. I mean, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
All right. Let's get them back to base, and we can mix them in with the others and put them to work.
I look over at Tilda. Mom, I have a question. What are those things with the glowing, pulsating red things in their chests that make everything rust?
I guess the best way to put it, zombies.
If I might ask, how long has it been since Seed 7 was started, if you know?
Well, I assume it was at the end of the program for everyone else. So that would put you 1,200 years?
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
What?
Oh, me mom and dad are dead. My aunt's dead.
12,000.
Yeah.
I instantly lean over to whoever's closest to me. I believe it was Cliff, because he was also sort of near the middle.
No,
I'll reach over and just start kind of patting his back, remembering my loss of family, trying to think about.
That can't be right. Hey, what?
I want you to keep in mind,
somehow I'm still alive.
Everything here can kill you. We are not the top of the food chain anymore. You want to stay alive, shut your mouth, do what you're told, work hard, and let us protect you, because we know what we're doing.
Thank you for your protection. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, get up. We got to go.
Okay.
Mouths closed. Not another word.
I slowly, one hand up, kind of gesture to the skillet and
Can you
shrug.
cook with that thing? Bring it.
I hold up the axe by like the handle, just by tip, like.
You can carry that, but I will tell you now, you raise it as a weapon and I will drop you where you stand. Or maybe I'll tie you up and use you as bait. Let's go. Come on, this way. And they begin to guide you down a path. and it's moving away from the direction you were going. The light circles across the sky. Z walks up alongside of you. Okay, guys, I know Maggie's kind of tough, but she was a cop back in the day, so
Wait,
just shh. Hey, shh. Whisper. What?
how much you were frozen too?
Everybody
Or
was.
else-
There were. Okay. Did they not tell you guys anything?
They didn't tell us anything. We were there for what, a week at most? Less than that.
Okay.
As far as I didn't.
There were 6 seed programs. Okay. And there was 2 in on the North American continent, 1 in Africa. The remainder were in Europe and across Asia. Didn't honestly know there was a 7th. I guess there were 3 in North America. But they had people. There should be 15 of you. What happened to the rest?
Dead.
The facility
Never
was
even
flooded. It's a
Never
miracle.
even made it. Never even made it out of their pods.
It's a miracle we survived.
Hey, you guys didn't happen to have any cigarettes, did you? Or coffee?
Fucking wish.
Do you have any coffee?
I wish.
You're going to go dig in the bag? All right. Well, it's not
He's
a
going to see
totally
if there's
risky
any.
act, Bo. Give me a roll. You've got 7 dice available to you. Go ahead, Hamish.
I just say he's going to see if there's any coffee in there. Please don't shoot him in the face.
2 6s.
2 6s. So you pull out some coffee. Oh, okay, all right. And he tucks it in his shirt and goes, "Great. Look, just keep your head down. Work hard. Don't talk back. And you'll do fine. Okay? You'll do fine."
I kind of beckon him closer. And
Yeah.
I'll super whisper so that no one else can hear me, including the team. And she's just like, how long until the invasion or infection started would their families have lived a happy life?
Well, let's see. We'd been programming, I guess about the time, it's kind of rough to figure out, but I guess about the time you guys went under, that's when it hit. I mean, that's when all hell broke loose. That's when they arrived.
So the government knew this was going to happen.
Well, I mean, obviously, who would have set up a post-apocalypse survival plan if they didn't know something was coming? I mean, everybody, it was in the news. Come on, everybody expected the meteors to hit. We just didn't expect them to be populated.
Okay. Thank you. And
Hey, Bo.
Yeah, let me go ahead. Yeah.
I was just going to tell Bo that he looks like you traded one of the most valuable things to the future society in exchange for the kind of conversation my dad would have with me about hard work, staying quiet, and doing what you're told. Just some perspective.
Yeah, keep your volume down, hey, dude. We really don't want we don't want them to hear us. You're being quiet for your own good.
I'm gonna give him whatever the fuck he wants as long as they don't shoot me.
And just a word of advice. One of those things gets hold of you and draws blood. Go ahead,
Infected.
go ahead and pop yourself.
you get infected right away.
Yeah. If I see it, I'll do it for you.
There's not a
Appreciate
chance
it.
to, if it's just in the limb, cut that limb off. Or is that being tried?
Trust me, it's not worth it. And then he's going to just head on ahead and take up point. You walk for a couple of hours. The light goes across the sky, and then the dimmer light comes up. And you finally make your way into an area. It's a beach. There's large, almost ocean-sized water. All right, guys. Welcome to the Arizona-New Mexico border.
Things have changed.
Yeah, you could say
No
that.
scholar of the American continent, but this is different.
The phrase "I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona" is now applicable, and it's not.
Well, it's more like you've got ocean under Arizona. This is the New Mexico side. It's all right. Yeah, everything changed. I mean, these rocks that hit, apparently from what we can tell, well, first off, you may have noticed the days are only about 12 hours.
How?
And you may have also noticed we're not spinning the same angle we used to.
Oh, we not?
Yeah, it's everything. We got knocked off our axis. I mean, there's,
Tell me about it.
We haven't, honestly, we haven't heard from any of the other seeds outside of the U.S. We're pretty much it, folks.
How long have you been unfrozen?
We've been out, I don't know, year and a half.
How come it took us so long?
Who knows?
I think our seed malfunctioned, and we only got out by chance of the power supply going off.
Yeah, well, starting to wish I just died in my sleep in one of those pods.
Hi, Mesh. Hey, Mesh, why are you laughing?
Why wouldn't I? We just found out everyone we know and love is dead. The entire fucking planet was taken over by aliens, and the only defense I would have against them shooting me is by pointing out that it'd be a waste of a fucking bullet that they could shoot the aliens with. Oh, and I got to keep my skillets, so I got to learn to make them a fucking omelet.
Look, the main thing is, we don't know
How do you
when
not
this
know how to cook?
occurred. We don't know when this occurred. Your family could have lived long and happy lives, and this have
highly
happened.
doubt that, love.
Look,
Hamish?
just hold hope, okay?
Your outburst was a little bit loud and raucous, especially the laughter.
Oh, he's hysterical.
I think it was a risky action. Yeah.
He's
Let him die in
Hamish's
the
grip
pool.
on reality and sanity is quickly going bye-bye. All right, let's see if my incredible luck holds. 7 dice.
7 dice.
That's 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna burn my. I'm about to die if I don't do this. So I'm gonna say that. Let me just make sure I have my wording correctly.
All right.
I've seen them moving, and they provide I've seen them moving, and they know where it's safe. My thing against them, and realizing that this is probably the them that I was thinking of, I managed to kind of stifle my momentary break on hysteria, or try to anyway, if that's applicable.
So this is your moment. Is that correct?
This was my what's the one I use against somebody else? Like, what's the secret?
You have to go down your stacks, and the brink's on the bottom. So if you have anything above it, you have to do it first.
Then actually, yes. When I find proof of the world outside, I will gain my courage. I should have changed that to hysteria, but I'm cool with it either way. So am I re-rolling just the ones, or am I re-rolling everything?
Just the ones, correct. For a moment, it's just the ones.
2 6s.
All right.
Out of character for a second. I need to quickly check the chat because I miswrote whose thing I had. So,
okay, no problem.
Yeah, just warning because my video goes sideways.
Everything's going sideways. Don't worry about it. Hamish, please narrate your success.
So when he starts to break, like full bore breaks, and then he looks around and realizes that everyone he loved is dead. All of them. His parents, his friends, everyone has died. And this is the only outside world there is. And he wants no part of it. He thinks it's insane, but at the same time, he recognizes that if they're going to survive in any way, shape, or form, they have to be able to integrate here till they at least figure out what's going on. And he manages to pull himself together for now.
Right. So Z's going to walk up to you and, dude, get a grip. You got it? All right, let's at least get inside the gates and,
Yeah, I will. I'm sorry.
Right. Come on, everybody in. And there is actually a gate made out of bamboo and rock that is partially built.
Hamish, next time you be that loud, make sure I'm not the one to shut you up.
They're going to get you all inside and show you to this small hut that has been built. It's kind of like a longhouse, and they open the door, and there's a few other people in there. They're dressed fairly ragged, but they're very muscular, as though, they do a lot of manual labor. And they look up and, what? Who are you? You got any food?
Maybe.
I look over to Thingy's still with us, right?
No, they've dropped you off at this place and are leaving you to get acquainted.
When was the last time you ate?
It doesn't matter. You got
no.
I've got this pillow. I've got this pillow. I made it myself.
That's not why I'm asking. Because if we give you too much, your stomach can explode.
What? She's not a scientist.
She'll go past. This person will go past Karis to Amish. You got any food? You're carrying a skillet. Do you have any eggs?
No, but I'll tell you what. If you rustle some up for me, I'll make you an omelet fit for the gods.
Okay. He turns to Cliff. You got any food? It's a great pillow. What? You'll want a pillow. I make really good pillows. Ask anybody. I make the best pillows.
Are you not being fed here?
No, we're being fed, but I mean, do you have any food or not?
I don't have any.
How about
food.
Cigarettes? Do you have any cigarettes?
No, I don't have any cigarettes. What's going on in here? Is this just slave labor?
And he walks back over to his corner. Nobody wants a damn pillow. It's fine. I'll keep my pillow. You just sleep with your head on the dirt.
While he quickly goes over there, I go over to Bo and I'm just like, really quickly, we need to eat some food and then give what we have to the others. We want to make friends in here, not enemies, and they are 10 times built as we are, but we need to eat.
When we find someone who's in charge, that's who we'll give it to.
Maybe we should ask King Pillar. Maybe he can tell us who the biggest, baddest motherfucker here is.
I'll actually head over to the pillow guy. And I'll just say,
My pillow.
No, sorry. I don't have any food nor can I offer anything for the pillow, but I just wanted to ask what things are like around here. I'll be honest, we only just woke up from our pods. We're quite lost.
Which group are you?
The bad group.
The bad group? What?
Seed 7.
Nobody knows about us.
Seed 7, there were only 6.
Yeah, we were this bonus one they added at the end.
So what's your degree in?
That's the funny thing, actually. I am just a random commoner.
My name's Cliff. I'm a mailman.
I can sew. I knew how to make props out of cardboard, but I knew how to make costumes.
We're nobodies, basically.
Out.
Given the mean failure time on a piece of modern electronics, I highly recommend that you invest in a service plan. It's just a small additional fee, and if the device ever breaks, you'll manage to get a full refund.
Oh my God, why did they try to preserve you?
I listened to a radio. I won a radio contest. This was supposed to be
so you got,
I hoped at least that your kind had gone extinct.
You're all useless?
I know how to sew. I can sew. I can sew if you give me a needle and thread.
The door opens and a big guy comes in, also, in the typical green uniform you've seen of the others, and this guy, look, they don't have a green. They're useless. I'm not going to work on the wall anymore. I don't want to work on the wall.
Are you telling him what to do?
You will work where you are told to work. So do any of you have any useful skills? I've been informed that that my phone just died and the candles went out. No, the candles are lit. It's just the phone went out. So.
You're the candles now, Hoss.
Yeah, the problem is I don't have a charging cable for my phone.
Get on!
It'll be the honor system.
This is just not my night.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Talk amongst yourself. Back. I'll be.
I look to Kerez. Oh God, we're going to be breeding stock, aren't we? We're going to be breeding stock.
Liz, shush! Do you know how to sew even in the slightest bit?
Not really.
Right. Lie with me and I will teach you.
I don't think they need sewers.
Cliff, I have a confession to make.
Yeah, what?
I don't know how to make a fucking omelet.
Look, the main thing, guys, the main thing is they kept
I make shite omelets. I burn the eggs every fucking time.
They kept
My mom made a great one. My mom made a great omelet, but she's dead now.
A omelet is just cracking an egg in a pan. You fry it.
No, it's an art form. You got to get them fluffy.
Look,
Liz,
I watch Gordon Ramsay all the time.
Liz,
look,
what were we saying?
The thing is, these people kept us to probably be slaves to the higher up in the other seeds, okay?
Yeah.
They have been teaching us valuable lessons, farming, taking care of plants, learning what's good for you, what's bad for you. They have been teaching us rudimentary things to work for these people. That's our
We only
skills.
had 5 days to learn it, and then we fucking...
But
they don't need to know that.
We still learned it.
Okay, so they don't even
Didn't
know
all the
how to
animals
work
die?
that.
Plus, Hamish, water purifier.
Yeah.
They just took it.
Civilization ends, and what's their plan?
Okay.
Build the new one on the back of slaves.
Jesus Christ.
That's how the first one was built, really, Cliff.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
do you think the only useful skill I have is cosplay? How is that useful?
Right.
I know how to sew. I know how to.
It's not useful.
All right, so none of us know how to farm.
Armor.
All the animals are dead. Noah fucked up. That's the only thing I'm trying to figure out. Noah botched his shit.
All I know, they may have animals. They probably have animals of their own, okay? We tell them we can farm, we can grow crops, we can tell good from bad crops. We also survived this long. I
am an amazing navigator.
I have something to admit. I fully know how to use a knife in terms of defense.
Okay, great. I don't think any of our masters are going to like that.
Self-defense?
Could you do me a favor? I don't have any coffee to pay you, but could you tell a joke?
Jesters were very important back in the medieval times.
Okay, that's kind of got our candles back.
I think everyone's names have changed. I haven't.
Yeah, they have. I'll fix that in a moment. So,
Can I stay over here? It's
stream.
less. Can I stay over here? It's less lonely. The corner over there is so lonely.
I can't see the lineup. I'm just looking at the same strip that I had before.
I see what happened. Okay. Excuse me as I try and figure out. You are not making this easy. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm in the candle spot, so I have to be the candles.
Yes.
Did any of the candles? None of the candles died, right? None of the candles died, right?
So far, none of the candles have died, so that's the good news.
Is the text movable?
To a degree, but also the cameras are missized, so just give me a moment.
Apparently you can just drag people around in Zoom to fix the player order.
Yep, that is what I am doing, trying to get you into the right place, but it is...
I'm actually on board with the name distribution.
I don't want to go back in the corner. It's lonely.
And
Nobody puts the panda in the corner. We're good.
Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. And yes, I know you can drag them around in Zoom to fix the player order, but you have to know what order they're in.
The big guy comes in, and I say, "We're good with farming, plants, crops, that kind of stuff."
I also know how to sew. If your clothes get ripped, I can mend those. I don't know if anyone does have that. I can also teach other people how to sew and how to actually make clothes. I know how to make clothes.
Wonderful.
Cliff is an expert courier.
Wonderful.
That's me, courier.
You're going to be, and he points to Hamish and Cliff and Bo. Oh, wait, you've got an axe. We'll put you on bamboo duty. You two are on rocks, and you two... Yeah, I think we're going to put you on stable duty.
Does the community need any, entertainment? I tell a good joke. I was a comedian, and apparently, like 500 past lives. I can tell you a joke now if you want a little primer, a little teaser.
I have been waiting 1,200 years for this.
Rocks sound good to me.
Please, I'm begging you. As one favor from a guy that shouldn't be alive right now to another.
Fine. Tell your joke.
Well, okay. Did you hear the rumor about the butter?
No.
Well, I tell you, but I don't want to spread it. Did I make a roll?
On second thought, what's your name? And he points to Karis.
You make a roll and you fail and you die. Hi.
I'm
Just hated the
Karis.
joke.
Okay. Karis, you're now number 18. You're on bamboo duty. Funny man, you're 21 and you're on stable duty. Give her the axe, go grab a shovel. And
Not the first
with
time.
that, with that, you are broken into groups and moved to different places.
So I'm not on the culinary crew. I'm an expert cook.
No, you're on the heavy rock moving crew. Unless are you volunteering for culinary duty and you hear chuckles from the other people?
Well, when you say it like that and they react that way, I don't think I wanna. But you're missing out. I make a mean omelet.
Excellent. We need someone to go fetch the eggs.
Out of character.
Let me guess, the velociraptors or something like that.
Close.
Have the dinosaurs returned?
He can't actually cook. He was trying to make a joke like you. We've had to put up with his horrible jokes since we got out.
They can't be any worse than that guy's jokes.
Wow.
I'm going to try and adjust the camera here.
I pull Hamish aside really quick and I'm just like, you just said you don't even know how to make an omelette. Don't volunteer to be a chef.
He's not.
It's either that or heavy rocks.
Something tells
It's either I'm going to go diving for... Look, it's either I go diving through velociraptors to find the eggs, because chances are that's what they've got, or I get to break rocks. Either way, this is going to be a shite fucking time for me and the rest of us. Let's face it. We woke up from before we all went in here, we were all wage slaves to capitalism. Now we're all actual slaves.
Can I request a big shovel for all the shit I have to sling? And this is a very sincere request.
Sure. Come on. Let's go. And he wants
I grab my skillet.
He wants you new people to come with him.
I'm coming with. I'm excited to meet the horses. She's pretty happy with her job, actually.
Cliff will come where?
Assuming it's horses that are in the stables.
All right.
Yeah, I follow.
So you guys here, and he takes you over to a shed and he hands each of you, except Hamish, a bamboo spear. Meanwhile, he's got an AR-15, or pardon me, an M16 slung around his shoulders. And all right, come on, let's go collect some eggs. And he takes you for a bit of a walk away, and you come to...
I was okay with rocks.
There's a cave. And when you get close to the cave, you just get this nasty smell of a wallow kind of a place. And you know, if you've ever been around an unkempt snake enclosure, it's very similar to that. It's just kind of got this dark, musty, not nice smell.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, of course.
Are these things laying the eggs? Are they massive serpentine creatures with little hand claw things and have the rough consistency of plate armor?
No.
Oh, good.
They're worse.
What the fuck?
Once again, I was trying to volunteer for rocks.
I
Can
was
you
very
get leather off the hide, or is that just impossible?
If you want to take one down and skin it, feel free. My suggestion, be very quiet, get the eggs, and get the hell out.
Can we do that first part? Particularly looking at Hamish and Karis.
Well,
What, you want to actually kill the bird?
How far away is this rookery from the base?
You probably walked for about a half an hour.
Okay, and he's the only one here,
Yes,
and he's got a gun,
that is correct.
and he does
Wait.
not really consider us to be a threat.
Doesn't appear to.
Okay.
Remember, Kara still has the axe, doesn't she?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And a bamboo spear.
Is he stepping into the cave first?
No, he's not stepping into the cave. He's giving directions on how you can go into the cave, where to go. Be very quiet. If you go into the nest and kind of slither up to it, lay down and just let the smell of the effluence around the nest cover you. And that way it won't smell you as much, and go in. Now, when you get the egg, make sure you tap on it first, because we had somebody get eggs that were about ready to hatch, and it wasn't a good experience for me.
While he's talking, can Karis just slowly go to the back of the group as if she's wanting to prepare to throw her spear in instead of being outright at the front?
You don't want to throw the spear. Trust me, that's only if it starts to come out to kind of pin it back in. You don't want to piss this thing off.
Yeah, I'm not that much of a heavy hitter. Oh no.
Yeah, so just look, it's real simple. Just slide your way in there real quiet and
all right.
Grab an egg and slide your way back out. And you guys stand guard. And I'll be back over here, so if it kills all of you, I can stop it before it gets anywhere else.
Does he turn around as he goes to leave?
No, he just sits down on a rock. So what are you guys going to do?
Do you not need baby makers?
Are you trying to prostitute yourself as breeding stock?
To be fair, it would be a lot better than this.
To survive, yeah.
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't mind some dick.
Right.
I would just keep a lid on that. Maggie's in charge of that. And just focus on what you've got to do. Come on. It's going to be getting light.
You guys have got the spears a little bit ahead, and then I'll try to sneak in. And then I turn and I hit him in the fucking head with the cast iron skillet.
Oh, we've had the same idea.
All right.
We had the same idea.
All right. He said it first, so he's going to do the roll for us. You've got 7 die available. Die being the operative.
The plan is we hit him in the head with a skillet. I feed him to the creature. I walk in and get the eggs. I fire off a bunch of rounds from the thing, and I say it ate him.
My plan is to tell the superiors, blame it on Hamish, and then get away.
Yep, I'm right there.
That's 1, but 4 6s.
All right. Well, I get to take the die for the 1. But your 4 6s mean that you succeed. As you turn around, I'll let you narrate it. What happens?
Hamish has broken with reality at this point. He's gone. There's nothing left of him anymore. He turns and with a complete rictus smile clocks the guy on the side of the head with the heavy cast iron skillet. When he sees him stumble, he just starts wailing on him until the skull cracks. See, that's how you make a fucking omelet. And he just keeps going over and over and over again.
I go to leave.
What the hell did you just do?
Liz, don't go.
No, I'm leaving. I'm terrified at this point. I've just seen him murder someone.
Oh yeah, it's a full-blown murder. It's not a murder. It's
as she goes to leave.
You can always try.
You can try and grab me, but she's wanting to run. She's screaming.
Yeah.
So
to Liz's credit, she just saw something terrifying.
My heart, like, literally
I have
confesses
one
my family.
success.
Confesses my family was murdered. Just watched someone murder someone.
Do you have any?
Nope.
Do you have any ones?
No, thankfully.
Okay, so she grabs hold of you, your arm in one hand and the axe in the other, and she's got a grip on you.
Liz, you go back. They will kill all of us. And you.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will. You know why? You
They
came
will
with this group.
They will kill us when they find out this happened.
Or what we could
Unfortunately,
do is
your argument is broken up by the sound of the screeching noises that comes from inside the cave.
Cliff's gonna throw himself into the. He's gonna dive into all the scents and stuff.
shit. Someone throw the body in there.
I've already got a plan for that. And he
Finish.
grabs the pulped corpse in one hand, takes the machine gun in the other, and starts walking towards not walking, shuffling towards the rookery. And he kind of puts the gun down for a second, throws the body into the cave, and then picks up the gun.
Okay, that's going to take a little while to do.
Yeah.
And the first thing Cliff said was Cliff was going to dive into the effluence and coat himself, which means going into the cave a bit to do this, which is a risky proposition. Please give me a roll. You have 6 die in your die pool.
I'll roll.
And this is a dire conflict, by the way.
Yeah, roll all 6, dude. Roll all
Right,
6.
I'll roll all 6.
We all have to die at some point.
He's getting tired of
Yeah,
playing.
well,
It's ready to wrap this
yeah,
up.
we're
Of
supposed to-
survival.
Yeah, but we're supposed to. All right, so I rolled a 1, but I also rolled a 6.
All right. So unless you're going to contest it, I get the 1.
I can't burn anything right now.
Okay. You dive into it and you coach yourself in this, and you feel as these little feet go running across you outside. Amish, you were the moving closest to the cave behind Cliff, dragging this body behind you. And you said you were going to try and take the gun off of it. So it's risky to do this. It's going to be hard to get the gun off as these things are running out. You've got 5 dice available.
Okay. Bo, if you want to.
No.
Bo technically would get an action before me anyway, because I was busy murdering.
I was just thinking to himself, that gun's probably not loaded. That's about it.
The moment Perez lets go of Liz, by the way, Liz is
Caress
crying.
is trying to keep a grip on Liz.
Okay. Well, let me focus on Hamish here.
Yeah.
Trying
How many
to kill
dice do we have
Candle.
left?
5.
4, 5, 6, 3, 2. So I got 1
So you
6.
got a 6. You got a 6. That's a success. So you are able to get the gun off of him and get it pointed out as these things come charging out of the door. The little ones run straight for the body. They smell the blood. They begin immediately just tearing at it. Are you going to shoot at them or?
Oh, I back up. I've got it trained, and I make sure the little thumb thing from the video games is pressed down so that it doesn't click when I fire it. And I wait.
Okay.
If something bigger comes out, I will try to shoot it.
There is definitely something bigger coming out. I'm going to go to the other players and see what they would like to do.
I'm assuming Karis had to either drop the spear or the axe to hold on to Liz.
Correct.
Spear. She's still holding the axe.
I try and go and get Cliff out of the way. I know he's trying to cover himself in shit. I'm like, he's a lost cause, man. We gotta go.
Yeah, Liz will turn to Bo and Cliff and just be like, run, like, get out.
You're right. Cliff will get.
Sorry, guys, I'll cover you. Get going.
You're
gun's
trying to die, aren't you?
The gun's probably empty.
his rash. Hamish's mind is broke, and he can either go back and be a slave. He found out everybody he's ever loved is dead. He's going to be consigned to slavery and on alien world. This is his happy moment. This is the first time he's had a clear purpose since he got back.
All right. So are the rest of you going to take the opportunity to run?
If Karis will let me, because I wasn't able to contest against it, so I'm just I guess I'm just.
But we'll get there if you want to. I got to see what she wants to do. Are you going to keep trying to keep her from run now? Because everybody else is going.
If we're going back, we need to. Everyone needs to get the stories together, or else shit will go down. If we don't have time. Together, when we walk that dumbass, Hamish is in there. We got fucking time. Right. Or I can just swing the axe to his head now.
I'm gonna try and take the axe from Karis.
Give me. Can I see that, please?
Yeah. Amazing how quickly things fall apart. Okay, so
no, you're not seeing the axe.
First thing I'm going to do is handle Hamish. Then Liz was going to try and break free, and then Cliff was going to try and take the axe. Is kind of the actions I've got lined up. So Hamish,
if possible, could I assist the axe taking?
We'll work on that when we get there. So Hamish, 5 dice.
The number of the beast, and then a 5 and a 4. So.
All right, you open fire with this gun, and you just unload this thing, this gun into whatever this big creature is, and it moves forward, and you just basically open a hole all the way through it. And it falls at your feet. But then the gun is now empty.
Click. I didn't have a plan for when it got empty.
So the little things are busy feeding on Big Dude. Liz, you were going to try and get away from Karis?
Yeah, Liz wants to get out of this pen, this enclosure.
Okay. Do 5. You got 5 dice.
6, 5, 4, 1.
6. I'll take the 1 unless you're going to do something to get that die back. But you got successes.
Yeah.
Excellent. You are able to narrate yourself. You are able to rest free of Karis. What do you do?
So while she's calling Cliff like a dumbass and stuff, and Bo is trying to reach for the axe, and so is Cliff, Liz will take this moment to like slip free from her grasp, run to the door, the gate, however we got in, and open it, and she'll like kind of shut it behind her, but not like to lock it or anything, like just for when they eventually catch up. And I'm just gonna head back to where we were to try and get help from like a guard or something.
Okay. So Karis, she breaks free of you and just takes off in a run. Meanwhile, Cliff tries to grab the axe, and Cliff, you have 4 die.
Yep. I'll roll them, I guess. See what happens. Please no. Oh, no. Okay. That is 2, 1, 4, 4.
Right. That is a failure. Are you going to do anything to try and re-roll that 1?
I can't really right now.
All right. Well, with a failure goes a candle. I know we haven't lost a candle in so far long. We've probably forgotten the process here. Light goes out. The world is dark, but we know these things to be true. If you go back to camp, they'll blame you for the death. Cliff? Oh, It should have been you anyway. You're good.
The little babies have finished with the big man, but not necessarily with their meal.
Oh,
I get the axe from Karis.
okay. Karis?
Jack snaps in two.
Ooh, okay. Liz?
What was your phrasing about them not? When we arrive back at camp, they'll blame you,
That was
right?
it. Yep.
But they will listen and be merciful.
Okay. Hamish?
That Hamish manages to stop the creatures from leaving and going after the others.
Okay. The world is dark.
But we are still alive.
Oh, we are still
But
alive.
we are
still alive.
We've gotten worse,
Well, maybe.
honestly.
Speak for yourself.
What do the rest of you do? Liz runs back to camp. The rest of you were running away. Amish, you stopped them. They're feeding on the big guy, so you're able to get away with everyone else. And Liz, tell me the story you tell.
Well,
You
hold on. I
explain.
said that they finished with the big guy.
Oh, true. Well, there's more bodies now, so they feed on
Fair
mom
enough.
or dad, whoever that was. Maybe both.
Liz, when she arrives back at camp, will probably be covered in the blood of the guy whose skull got bashed in. And she will arrive very, very obviously distressed. And will just be out of breath and just go, Hamish, one of the new guys, and she'll describe what he looks like physically, so they know who she's talking about exactly. He had a mental break and killed one of the guards because he made him get eggs. The others also tried to stop him, but they're trying not to get eaten. I managed to get out. Please help us.
So Z's the one you told this to, and he's going to run back in, and then you see Maggie come walking out, and I mean, she's just looks pissed. She comes around, grabs you by the neck. Where was this?
In the egg pen.
Nobody went with him? These are new. She pushes you aside. Oh, let's go
We
get
tried
this.
to stop him,
Oh,
I promise. It came out of nowhere.
you know, we can't afford to lose people.
I
But
know.
I'm going to have to make an example of this person.
I don't think he wants to live anymore anyways.
Now, the worst part of it is all that gunfire. Look in the mountains over there. See the lights? They're going to come running now. If you guys are headed back to camp, you will run into Maggie and Z and Liz, because they're going to bring you with them as they head that direction. Who all's running? Because I think I think you said you were staying, if I understood correctly.
Yes, and I have a thing for that.
Okay.
Which way does the axe break?
Just snaps the handle. In two,
I got the
as you said.
I got the bladed end.
I was
There you go.
holding it though.
Yeah, but if he was taking it from you, he got the bladed end. So
Oh.
you have a sharp, pointy stick.
Here, drop it.
I think she's threatening you.
You really want to do this now?
I'm telling you to drop it. We need to throw it away before, he grabs it to kill us.
You should probably all run. I don't think now's a good time to fight amongst yourselves.
Get back
You
out
should
here,
probably
Hamish.
all run.
Hamish.
Should all run.
Get the
I
fuck back
can't
out
stop
here.
them.
Sorry, I was with Cliff. Did Cliff go with Liz?
I think.
I was with them.
Cliff
Sorry.
was-
As soon as the axe breaks, Cliff is going to turn and run.
That's
Okay.
what. Yeah.
Okay, so they run. You two are standing there.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You run into
No worries.
Maggie and Z. Maggie immediately draws her pistol and points it at you, Bo, and says, "Drop it."
Yep.
He was just trying to disarm her, I promise.
I thought you said it was.
It was, but she was panicking.
She is going to walk in and gun drawn. She is going to walk in and she is going to point the gun first at Hamish.
Well, that was a half mile they had to run to get back there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I asked how far away it was.
Okay.
In the interim, if they're still fighting after he runs out of ammo and he tells them they should just go away,
Okay.
he walks up to the edge of the cave while all of the things are eating the mother, grabs an egg, picks it up, brings it back to where they were, sets the egg down, and then just starts walking towards the mountains where the lights are coming from.
Hamish! Karis would try grabbing him.
That's between you two. Hamish, do you let her?
She's going to get a rifle butt to the face.
That's fine.
All right.
Let's
Well,
go.
let's. She took the
I
action,
told
so
you
she's
to
going to
go.
she's going to get the roll. So let's see how this goes. There are
Ouch.
7 die.
Out of
No.
game. I told you to go so that the rest of the party might live.
I got a 1. I don't think my vice can apply here. Then that turns violent.
Did you get any successes?
No!
Okay. Well, that's your choice. You can either take the fail or.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn my vice.
You're gonna.
Which
Okay.
is homicide. Homicidal.
Okay. I take it that you're going to attempt to kill Hamish with your
I'm
bare
going to
hands.
attempt to kill Hamish.
All right.
I still have that stick. All you need to do to kill a person
You
is
can
to
roll.
stab them
You've
very
got.
hard in the neck.
You can re-roll your 1.
That's a 6! What the hell?
Hamish, I'm going to let you decide how you want to handle this as she comes in and she makes a successful attack against you. So you can either choose to douse a candle and die, or take an action and maybe mitigate. You'll be damaged. You'll be wounded. It's up to you.
No, if she wants to kill him, that's kind of what he was going for. She lunges at him with a sharpened stick, and he just wraps her in a hug. The bamboo pierces him under the neck, and he just smiles and just wraps her in a warm, loving embrace.
And
As the gore just spreads over her face, body, and the stick.
it took a while to get there. Our first death and you killed each other.
4 hours in, I think this is a record for 10 candles for the first death.
It is. It is. Again, I was too gentle early on. The failure should have been more
race.
I was also trying to get rid of my vice. I can't use anything to last rid of.
Hamish, thank you for playing with us. I'll need you to mute
I'm
your
so
mic. You're
sorry,
welcome to sit here and
Hamish.
make faces as we go forward. But unfortunately, you have passed.
I'm emotionally invested now. I'm going to be watching.
And we have 5 die total? Yeah. We know these things to be true. It is dark. Karis, you get the first truth.
There's Hamish didn't tap the egg, did he?
Nope, he did not.
It's starting to hatch.
Okay. Excellent.
I can't think of anything else. I'm sorry.
This is the thing about this game is players make the worst truths for themselves. Liz.
There is another loud noise far off in the distance, and the red lights begin to head that way.
Head towards the loud noise? Is that what you said?
Towards the, yeah, basically, they don't come to us, they go in somewhere else.
Chicken. Well, I can't say Hamish, so I guess it's up to me. Karis is covered in blood as it spews like a fountain from the neck wound on Hamish, and he slowly collapsed. Well, that's it. She's covered in blood. One truth. Cliff.
With Hamish dead, Maggie has to find someone else to make this example for her friend's death.
Okay. And Bo.
Bo spots a fan boat along the shore.
A fan boat? Is that what you said? Okay. Just wanted to make sure I could hear you. Okay. So you are with Maggie and everybody else, but you spot a fan boat. Okay. We know these things to be true. It is dark.
But we're still alive.
Almost got it. All right. Very good. As you guys make your way forward, you come around the corner, you see this egg hatching as Karis is standing over it, covered in blood. She sees as Hamish falls to the ground. You people kill each other. What's wrong with you?
Liz, seeing this, coming back and seeing what happened, she begins to just start shaking, and she has to look away. Like, she can't look. She's just like,
Maggie grabs you and turns you and says, "No, you're going to watch this. You want to know the punishment for killing somebody? Wait till that egg hatches."
Sorry, what the fuck? What else was I meant to do? He was hysterical.
The egg cracks, and a very hungry mouth comes out of it. It is up to all of you if you take any action. So,
What kind of commotion's going on?
Maggie and Z are standing there. Maggie is holding Liz, making her look in the direction of what's going on. Karis is standing over the hatching egg. I don't know what Cliff is doing.
I'm not sure what Cliff is doing either.
Watching in abject horror as
I kind of try and get Cliff's attention subtly and just kind of nod to the boat, not wanting to make a move now, but just trying to get ourselves on the same page.
okay. Karis, this thing is coming out of the egg and it's looking at you, and you can tell it's looking at you as food.
The only food right now is sea mesh. Fuck no. Not doing that.
You smell like
stab
food
it!
and you're moving. You're going to go for the stab?
It's 4 diving now?
5. There's 5 candles lit.
Right, okay. She's now shaking. Reality's just semi-hit. Hey, I got 6!
All right. Any ones?
No, somehow.
All right. So you stab this creature and it squeals out in pain. Maggie says, well, that's unfortunate. She points to Cliff and Bo. Take her. She pulls out some cloth. Tie her hands. She's a prisoner.
Where are we taking her?
Back to camp, where she can be judged and duly executed for murder.
I will bind her hands.
Yep, I'll help him.
Loosely, but
Mhm.
it will not be, it will just be kind of, it will be tight, but it won't be a knot.
Yeah.
Like I did his poor knot.
Give me for this, but and feel free to tell me to shut up, but she was enacting the justice of Hamish killing your men.
We'll take that into account. All right. Z, go grab the frying pan. You 3 take her, head back to camp. And remember, I've got my gun out. No funny stuff.
If we get to a point where we're out of like sound distance, where like she wouldn't hear a whisper, I said, if we're gonna make a break for that boat, now's the time.
I think making this statement, not knowing if you're far enough out, and even though she's waiting for Z to catch up, I think that's a risk.
Yeah.
And there's 5 die in the pool.
I'm going to use 4 of them.
Okay.
A 5, and 2 1s. And I'm going to burn my vice, which is God complex.
Okay.
So before saying that, I will say, this is what happens. You should have listened to me. I've been right this whole time. I got us to safety, like trying to act up my importance. You would have just listened to me this whole time. We wouldn't be in this mess. But no, you wanted the axe. You wanted to go. We had to cause all this trouble. And then I say, now's our time to burger for the boat. So I try to get her distracted by the yelling and then kind of cover it up with the self-spring.
2 die to reroll.
1 6.
All right. What was the other one?
A 3.
Okay. All right.
Oh. Are we just going to leave Liz here?
I thought Liz was with us.
Oh.
She
I
is.
thought Maggie was forcing Liz to watch. Oh, okay, cool. All
No,
right.
Yeah,
well, the watching's over at this point. You've got Karis tied, hands tied, and the 3 of you are walking back
and Z and Maggie are behind you a little ways.
All right, let's run for the boat.
Okay, you get Liz. I'll pull Karis.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
She's just gonna turn to him and be like, You'll die out there. Do you not see those things?
Look fucking forward.
We will die out there.
3, 2, 1, and I pull Karis and make it for it.
Yep, I'm gonna run
I can
for it
run,
too.
you know.
I stay put.
But I'm wanting you to know what we're doing, and
Yeah,
whether
Liz-
you're pseudo tied up right now. So I didn't want you thinking I'm like playing a trick on you.
Oh, sorry.
I did want you coming with us.
This sounds like a dire action, and I will leave it between Bo and Cliff to determine who rolls for it because they're the two primary actors.
I don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. 4 dice. you said?
5 die in the
Oh,
pool.
5. 5 dice. All right. 1 sec.
Sorry we're running so long.
No
I'm
worries.
trying to kill them off quickly.
I plan on Liz dying of old age in the camp.
All right. I rolled.
That is viable.
I did roll a 6. I also rolled 2 1s.
All right. Do you want to do anything to save those ones?
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can. What if I? So my vice here is nosy. You can't see that.
Okay.
But what if I, while I'm running, am just rapid fire talking to Bo? So what the hell kind of comedian were you? I mean, where did you learn about boating? Do you know how to ride a
Damn,
boat?
that should take a risk of its
don't
own.
know
Just wasted time. All right. I think that's risky enough, asking stupid questions while trying to run for your life. Roll them
Please
2
tell me you know
die.
how to ride a boat.
Roll them 2 die.
right.
See if you get to keep them.
I rolled a pair of 4s.
All right. The way I'm going to run these is going back to raw from the rule book is if you don't get successes on the rerolls, you lose the die. Because otherwise we'll be here all night. So we're down to 3. But it was a good effort. But you already succeeded. So as you run, Maggie, and you hear as the bullets whiz past, but she misses and you make it to the boat.
Does anyone know how to write this thing?
Do we have anything to row with?
It's a fan boat. I get behind it, see if there's like a crank that I can start, like a lawnmower crank. Do I see anything like that?
There's a pull string.
I will start yanking the shit out of it.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
3 die in the pool.
You know what? I'm going to use them all.
What are the rest of you doing while he's
2 6s and a 1.
I'm still following the trail. I'm still with Maggie in that.
Yep.
I'm
Okay,
trying
so
to
you
make
rolled-
sure that. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. So Karis and
No, I
Cliff.
don't know.
I know
Uh,
Karis was with Bio.
I'm sorry.
Karis was with Bio because Bio was the one who had it tied up.
Well, he would have done something when you got to the boat because he can't hold you and pull the strap. So it's
Yeah,
up to
no.
you two.
Right,
what you're
right.
doing.
So I'll
Karis
roll
is
it.
gonna.
I wasn't like you weren't. I was just trying to lead you, so you have your like. It was a loose tie. You're pretty much free.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the hell you want.
So you got a
I'm a-
success.
Keep a lookout.
You know what? I want to
Okay.
get rid of that one. I'm
Okay.
going to burn my virtue honorable. I'm going to
Okay.
say, get in. I will get this started, and be honorable and stuff like that. So I will just keep trying, despite and like
Okay. Reroll it. Let's see if you can save that die.
3.
All right. So you're down to 2 die and 5 candles at this point, but the motor starts.
I will start like trying to get it out to water and try and hop in.
Okay.
Wait,
What about
Liz, Cliff, get in.
I'm assuming they were in.
Liz is very far away.
Yeah,
She did not run with you.
I'm still walking, but I did not alert them that you ran off.
Liz
Because
stayed behind.
technically, in Liz's mind, she doesn't even know they're gone, but she does.
Well, I mean, they knew because they were shooting at them. So, but they're not shooting at you because you're still with
they've
them.
been. They're shooting at them. Sorry, I
Yes,
completely
yes.
missed that. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
No problem. No problem at all. Does that change what you're doing?
No.
Okay.
Are we
Sorry,
leaving
folks.
Liz
You're
be?
abandoned.
She had her
Okay.
chance to come with.
Who's getting on the boat?
I'm on the boat.
I'm on the boat.
Bo, I assume you're on the boat since you got it started.
I said I was. Sorry.
Who is going to drive? Because you
Fine,
have
it's
no
great.
experience with this.
This is my
so
thing. I'll try and figure out how to get it going.
2 die in your pool.
6 and a 4.
Okay, well, that's a success. So you get you get the 3 on board, and you start heading out onto the water. And it's a bit difficult. You haven't done anything like this before, but you're able to point it out, the water, and you continue farther from the shore, leaving Liz behind.
I'm gonna stay like out from the shoreline, so like not gonna go out just into deep water, but just stay close to the shoreline like mid shoreline, so I can still be near the beach, but just getting away from the bullets and whatnot.
Okay. Now they stop shooting at you at this point, and Maggie's going to turn to Liz and, why didn't you go with them?
Well, if I go with them, I'm going to die. Those things out there are no joke, and you'd be shot at, and I actually want to make things work here. That's why I came to get you when things went south.
So you're a snitch.
No.
Pretty much you are.
I came to you for help because one of my friends went crazy. When I came back and found out my other friend went crazy, I defended her because she was enacting justice.
Well, I'm just not going to turn my back on you because apparently you abandoned your group. I know you guys didn't get any good training or anything, but we don't leave others behind. Justice is swift and hard, but we don't abandon our friends.
I get that. I really do. Do you think I should have gone with them?
Well, that's your choice. I was just curious why you didn't. They obviously are following the coastline. Run ahead. Tell the others to shoot them. That boat motor's going to bring everything in. And Z's going to take off running. Well, what was your number? 7? Isn't that what they called you?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, 7. And
All right.
she'll walk with you back. And as you 3 are rolling along the water line here and making your way, and the motor is going, are you going to stay to the coastline? Because you can tell where you're headed is back to where the camp is.
If we're staying, we can't stay on the coastline. Liz should be with us.
There's no going back for Liz. She made her choice. But she may be right about the coast. Maybe we should turn.
I can go out a little further. I don't want to be stuck out in the middle of the water either.
We need. None of us. Right, what the fuck has been going on? We wake up, we find out time's gone. It's been 1200 whatever. It's.
Look, now's not the time for the recap, Karis.
Oh, now's not the time for the recap. Then when is it? When you're dead?
We've all been through the same thing.
No, you didn't feel Hamish hugging you as he died with a smile on his face.
Yeah, because I didn't fucking kill him.
He would have ended up killing himself.
Unfortunately,
Sally!
you're focusing so much time on arguing amongst yourselves, you don't notice the bubbles in the water. But you do feel the bump as something hits the bottom of the boat and knocks it over.
Shit.
And you find yourselves in the water.
I'm going to swim up into the underside of the boat and let the air inside of it.
I'm going to be... No, I'm not going to be nice. I was going to say I'm going to be nice and the motor's off. No, it's in the water. The motor is still going. So the boat is going to start spinning in the water. And
how far are we from shore again?
That's up to the driver. How far from shore are you? Out of bullet range, I was going to say you'd have to be at least 100 yards to.
Yep, I'm going to swim for shore.
So
we're going to get shot if we do that.
I'm going to stick with Cliff at this point.
Say okay. Karis's hands are still tied, I believe. So I think she's going to have the toughest time here. You've got 2 die in the pool. What are you going to do? Are you going to attempt to swim or?
I can't swim. My hands bound. I'm going to have to untie them. I think it was a loose knot, though.
No, that'll give you a little bit of luck, maybe. 2 die. Any ones?
Yes.
1, but no successes. But if you have a 1, you've got an option to burn whatever card is facing up.
I mean, I can. Would that fit here? Yes, because Karis wants, as much as this land is strange and odd, and she has no idea what the fuck's going on, if she can set her mind to just stop being screwed from everything and the realization of it so many. I need a drink. Oh my god, my throat's so dry. Probably should have had one when we had a break. No, that's my idea. I apologize.
No problem. You all right?
Yes. It's my brain restarting because I'm drinking an energy drink.
So what do you want to do? You can either burn your top card or accept your fate that it was a failed roll.
Karis wants to see what else there could be in the world, as much as that's a dumb idea, because there's animals people haven't seen before. There's, who knows, maybe they'll be nice because she was helping them enact justice, and Hamish clearly didn't want to survive, and even then, maybe everything will be fine, and I'm gonna burn my virtue of curious.
Okay. Right. So you get to re-roll the 1. And I assume it was not a 6.
I rolled another 1.
All right.
I double fail.
Do you want to narrate your death, or do you want me to? It's your choice.
Well, Karis cannot get her hands untied, as I assume there's seaweed. Because it's a lake. Oh, at least like moss. Not moss. Algae?
Yeah. All sorts of gunk.
Some
in the water,
sea
you know.
plant. Some sea plant. That's probably
Rabbit sea kelp.
Rabbit sea kelp. That's just as she sinks lower and lower, trying to get herself free, because she knows she can hold her breath for a bit longer. She just about almost gets her hands free. She doesn't realize how far down she is till finally the hands are bound, and she's too deep to swim back up in time. There's no way she can swim back up in time, as the pressure's building and building, as the water's just being swallowed, as she can't get back up, which means she'll never see anything new. There'll never be anything more. It's just darkness till the last breath, which isn't even a breath anymore.
Thank you for playing, Karis. Please go ahead and mute your mic, and I would say enjoy the rest, but you know. I'm going to sit out doing a truth this time, and I think we had a candle go out on its own because we were down to 3 candles, and I did not realize one went out, so that scene would have ended anyway. So with that, there will be 3 truths. I'm going to sit out the truths this time. So Cliff, you'll do the first one. It is dark. We know these things to be true.
Cliff made it to the shore.
All right. Bo?
So does Bo.
All right.
Liz isn't punished for what happened today.
All right. We know these things to be true. The world is dark.
But we are still alive.
They did it! See, I told you, you get down to the last 3 candles, you guys get in unison. It works beautifully. You 2 make it to shore, but where you come ashore, Maggie's people were waiting for you. You look back. There's no sign of Karis. There's no sign of the boat anymore. One of the guards. Well, I'd say you guys are lucky, but I don't think Maggie's going to be very happy with you when we get back.
Oh, I blame the guy for trying.
Maggie can. Let's go. On your feet. Come on.
You realize with all the noise we made, those things are probably going to be coming this way. So taking us back that direction's doesn't seem the smartest.
And he points off towards the hills and goes, they already are. I'm sure Maggie will take that into account. They march you back, and you arrive there. Maggie and Liz have already arrived, and she's not super nice to Liz, but she decides, you know, hey, you didn't run with them. No, I'm not going to punish you for it, but these other 2, I think I know what I'm going to do for them. Miss Liz, do you know how to fire a gun? It's the first time she's called you by your name.
No, I don't. I stay away from those things.
And she goes, come with me. And she takes you off to teach you how to shoot.
I look to her and I just say, please, I really don't want to do this. Please.
Do you want to die? Because those things are coming and we're not going to be able to outrun them. We're hoping maybe we can turn them away. But the odds are against it.
Oh, you want me to shoot the things that are coming?
What did you think I wanted you to do?
Well, you wanted me to shoot my friends.
Well, are they your friends? They abandoned you, you know.
They are my friends.
So she's going to teach you to shoot.
Okay.
Then she's going to come back to you two, which you two are left sitting at the gate, you know, hands behind your head on your knees.
I do want to just say Liz does know how to shoot, so she's going to pretend she doesn't know to learn.
Excellent. Excellent. That is great. Oh. Thanks to you two, well, thanks to your whole group, but especially you two, we now have the undead bearing down on us. And we're going to all have to fight. But I'm going to let you two help us find that extra edge. And she has 2 bamboo X's made outside the front gate between the stones that make their way in. She has you tied to them.
Well, hear me out. Hear me out here. In the last 24 hours, we survived being frozen, escaping an underwater place, escaping you, getting back here. That shows some major perseverance. That sounds like some chutzpah you want around here, and not just for bait. Like, we can certainly help fight, and then maybe deal with it. Why just use us, like, put us up here so vulnerable when we could be useful? Because, you know, I really don't want to die. I really don't.
How much time are 2 people going to buy you?
I don't know, but, you know, you hold them off long enough, maybe I'll shoot you before you turn.
You know what? If I do turn, I hope I'm the one who gets to kill you, you dumb bitch.
I don't. I want to live. I want to live. I'll fight. You know what? I was very cool with being in the stables. Like, I'm good with shit duty.
All right. So, Bo, I think you're trying to talk your way out of being used as bait. Cliff, I think you're trying to talk your way into being used as bait. Bo, let's see how good your talking is. You got 3 die in the pool.
I'll leave 1 just in case for Cliff. I'll use 2.
All right.
6 and a 1.
You want to rescue that 1 die?
I will burn my moment. I will feel fulfilled getting them to laugh.
Okay. Better be a good one.
Okay, hear me out. This duck walks into a bar and he's like, "Hey, bartender, I want some peanuts." And the bartender's like, "Hey, we don't serve peanuts to ducks here." And the duck's like, "Okay, fine." Wait, no, I messed that up. Let me back. It was a rope, not a duck. That's a different joke. A piece of rope walks in and asks for peanuts. Like, we don't serve rope. And so the rope comes back the next day. He's like, "Hey, bartender, can I get some peanuts?" He's like, "I told you, we don't serve rope here." He's like, "Okay, fine." Tries back a 3rd time. And he's like, "Hey, bartender, can I get some peanuts?" The bartender's like, "Hey, if you come in here one more time, I'm going to nail you to the bar top." So the rope goes and walks up to this guy outside the bar. He's like, "Hey, sir, if you beat me up, fray my ends, I'll give you $20. The guy frays his ends, beats him up, roughs him up. The rope pays him $20. He walks up to another guy. And he's like, "Hey, sir, if you tie me into a very good knot, I'll give you $20. The guy ties him into a nice, knot, very sturdy. And the rope waits a couple days and goes back into the bar. He's like, "Hey, bartender, can I get some peanuts here?" The bartender's like, "Hey, aren't you that rope that was in here a couple days ago?" And he's like, "No, I'm afraid not." Hey?
Roll the die. Just roll the damn die.
It's a 6.
Oh.
You know, it's not often I hear a dad joke that my dad literally used to tell me.
Okay. So, Bo, against their better judgment,
Maggie's off doing something else. Z comes and unties you and says, all right, man. I don't know about your friend here, though.
He's a good dude.
He's a great shot too. With a gun, he's no one else.
Look. Maggie's going to be pissed.
She won't be if we survive this. She won't be if we survive this.
Maggie seems in a permanent state of pissed.
Less pissed.
All right, come on, and I'll talk to her. Do you know how to shoot?
Yes,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, I can shoot.
Wait and pull the trigger.
And so Z's going to set you up with one of the guards. They're going to arm you. Unfortunately, they're keeping the good guns. So you're basically going to end up with what's left over. A couple of shotguns. And Z's going to come back, and Liz, you get to overhear as he talks to Maggie and argues with her and reasons with her, and, you know, more guns or something. And these guys are on the front line. So, you know, we'll keep the valuable people to the back, and, you know, they do a good job, fine. If they don't, they're gone. Problem solved. But at least they're helping to spray some lead. All right. It gets even darker as the moan and clicking noises begin to raise. And you see as the lights move forward, and then you see as the bodies begin to emerge from the forest in the different distance. And as they walk, you see as plants that they step on, it just wilts away. And they approach. What are you going to do? And this is for all three of you, because all three of you are out here at this point.
I'm on the front line?
Well, you're out front. I didn't say you were on the front line. Cliff and Bo are on the front line.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to be shooting the bad guys. That's what I'm going to be doing.
As soon as I feel comfortable they're in some sort of range for this crappy gun, I will open fire.
Okay.
Yep. I'll wait until I can see the reds of their chest lights. And
I also want to save. I want to save 3 bullets and keep them by my side.
Very good. And you have a pistol, so we'll make that easy. This is a dire conflict. Who wants to roll?
I'll roll. I'll take the blame.
Okay, there are 3 die in the die pool.
All right. Okay. I got a 1.
And no successes?
Can I burn my last thing, my virtue?
Yes. What is your virtue?
It's merciful.
How are you going to be merciful? What are you going to do for mercy?
I am going to while I'm shooting, I will take priority in shooting people who are about to become infected.
Right. So one of the pillow guy is out there, and he's pushed forward by one of the other work people and falls off the edge and picks up a rock and runs forward. And you see as this creature just sticks its hand out and basically into his chest. And as he starts to turn stone colored, you shoot him. And roll that die. Let's see if you get a success.
Come on, please. I rolled another 1. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm so sorry. Fuck.
You shoot this guy. You put him out of his misery. But when you do, you accidentally shoot one of the other guys who was in line as well. So in your attempt to be merciful, you've taken an additional life as he falls off the wall.
We know these things to be true. The world is dark. Liz?
We all survive this.
What's this?
This combat.
I think that's a little too broad, but I'll see how we can go with it. That's fine. Okay.
We survive against the things, whatever they're called.
You sure you don't want to stick with the first one?
Okay, fine. We survived this.
Yeah,
We survived this.
don't give me fuel.
What if I just say that the remaining die of old age? How about that?
No, that's not going to happen. Sorry. That would be weakening them.
I mean, technically, we are over 1,200 years old.
Yeah. My concern is that you're kind of weakening them by saying we survived this. So that's why I was kind of, but we'll make it work. And Cliff.
Cliff doesn't get infected.
Okay. You don't give a damn about anybody else. Okay. What was your phrase? We all survive this? Who's all?
Liz, Cliff, and Bo.
Okay. Thank you. As you attempt to be merciful and there are only two there are two candles lit. So.
Yep.
As you attempt to be merciful and you accidentally take a quote innocent life, the creatures step together. And as they do, they almost seem to merge as they join together into this larger creature. And it becomes like a wave. As the wave moves in, Cliff, you and Bo are able to run back and catch Liz and just run towards the water line. And this wave of zombie flesh rolls over the entire community and just flattens the buildings. And you hear the screams from the individuals as they are slowly consumed by this horde. And temporarily satiated by this, the wave flashes up against the rock face that was the back of this village and rolls back into the forest. Once it is gone, the bamboo, the stone, the metal, the guns, everything is in a state of decay. It's like the very living parts of everything have been ruined and pulled out and drawn away. And you are left standing on the beach. 2 empty shotguns and a pistol with 3 bullets.
Just after watching all this happen, Liz just looks to the two and I saved us 3 bullets.
I want to go first. Wait, no. If you don't want to do it, I can do it.
I figured we'd just do it to ourselves.
Makes sense.
And she'll give him the gun and a single bullet. And she'll look away.
He will load the gun, put it in his mouth, and pull the trigger.
You have 2 die in the die pool.
Oh, I have to roll for it. That's a 3 and a 4.
You pull the trigger, and the gun clicks. And doesn't go off. Candle went out. So it wouldn't matter if you failed anyway. It's dark. The sky has no moon. Days travel quickly here, and the sun is down. There's nothing but darkness. You stand here by the water line with your trusty flashlight. It's got a little bit of a beam, but it's slowly going out. The three of you, you're on the shoreline. The last, as far as you know, of any survivors of any seed, at least in North America.
Can we do something?
We get truths.
There are no truths when there's one candle left.
Then Cliff will take his flashlight and he will try to bludgeon Liz to death. Don't worry. I'm going to save you.
Bo, you see as this is happening, what do you do?
You won't turn. You won't.
And you see as Cliff goes full Hamish. Liz, is there anything you would like to say as your parting moments here?
I think she hears the click, but not a bullet going off. And she kind of hesitantly turns around, and at the moment, like, she locks eyes with Cliff is the moment, like, he strikes her. And the first hit, just, she's down.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let me see that.
Only if I'll let you see it if you promise. You have to promise. You'll use it on me next. You'll use it on me next. Me next. Or I can do it on you.
I pick up the gun and I check to see if it's loaded.
There are 2 bullets left. And the one in the chamber that didn't fire, 2 left in the magazine.
Prefer this route, if that's okay with
They're
you.
coming. They're coming, Bo.
Okay. You want?
It's jammed. Take the flashlight. Take the flashlight.
Shoot, I pull the trigger.
You two can narrate what happens here. I would say it's a hit. It fires.
Just him getting all frantic. I get him in the chest. Like, shit. And I pull again and brain him.
And now you stand on the beach alone as you hear creatures advancing from the woods.
I just kind of stand as I see them approach.
This is the largest audience you've ever had.
I say, do you ever hear the one about the airplane food? As they approach and consume me.
This much we know is true. The world is dark.
Hello, Ma. Hello, Da. So that contest I won doesn't seem to be, well, it's not like they sent me to Hawaii or Honolulu or anything. Some kind of station, some kind of science thing, and I don't know. It seems a little bit of bait and switch, but here I am, and I'm gonna make the most of it. Anyway, tell young Jack I said hi, and tell Ronnie I love her, and I hope things are going well on your end. If nothing else, I should get some good pictures. There's a lot of weird stuff here, and I think it's going to be a great time, looking back on it. If nothing else, we can have a pint and a laugh. Anyway, we're doing some kind of orientation, and I've got to go to that, but they said I can reach out again soon, so I'm going to do that. Anyway, have a great dinner and a good time. I hope you're knocking a few back for me, Da, and I'll talk to you soon.
Hi. Hope you're all okay, wherever you are. Sorry, still feels weird calling the voicemail. I feel like I should probably stop doing it as often as I do, because one day it'll fill up. But for now, it's the only way I feel like I can talk to you, so here I am. I have some news. I'm going to be joining a program called The Hope of Humankind. Sounds pretty spooky, but fun. I was selected for it, which is crazy, but I won't be able to call home for a few weeks, so I just wanted to let you know where I was going and that I miss you all. And I hope that you're all okay. I don't know why I was the one allowed to stay, but I want to make the most of it, and I want to hope I can make you guys proud. So wish me luck, and if you're watching me from up there, you can have a laugh at me try this new thing. Probably surrounded by professionals who'll know exactly what they're doing, and I won't, but it should at least be entertaining. I love you. And I never know how to end these, but I love you. Rest well.
Hey, Laura, it's me again. Don't worry, this isn't about what you think. In fact, you may not have to worry about me wanting to see the kids again at all. Look, I won't bore you with the details, but it looks like I've got a chance to start over. Clean slate. And leave you and the kids alone, like I guess you wanted. But before that, this might be my last chance to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the hurt I caused, for the fights, and the lies, and all my personal failures. I am sorry, Laura. And I hope from here on out we get something better out of life. So, I guess that's it. Goodbye.
Hi. So I know we planned for the con. I'm not gonna be able to go. Don't panic. I've left the instructions on how to fix your costume. Jacob will have everything you need, Sarah. I'm gonna be part of this. Look, yes, I know we worked for Onyxia and Ari for ages, and they were gonna be lights up, and we spent ages on your cloak. It's gonna be alright. I've been selected for this thing we've always talked about change through communism and anarchy. But this is going to be something good. I'm going to actually be able to make a change. More than changing into free costumes during the span of an hour for a masquerade ball. Stay safe while you're at the con. I know what you're like, Sarah. Remember to take what you need, your food, and the extras. I am sorry I can't go. Be safe. I know what you're like. You're not going to be able to talk to me for a few weeks. Can you let, the others know? Thank you. I'll miss you. Bye. I'll talk to you in a few weeks.
Hey there, it's me. I wanted to give you a call. Though I know the last time we spoke, you told me where I could shove my head, but maybe after a couple of months, you wouldn't mind so much. But I bet you could guess where I am at right now. Just waiting my turn for the open mic, but you know, those who don't try don't achieve anything, right? Well, maybe joke's on me, but I don't know. With that in mind, actually something kind of fell into my lap. Was approached by this guy, kind of businessy type. Could be something. Could be my big break. Very serious though. Oh, this is the hope of humankind. You could really make a difference. Me, right? But, from the sounds of it, maybe it's some sort of USO thing, going around telling jokes to some soldiers, maybe making them feel a little better, Could be the next Bob Hope. I mean, do you even know who Bob Hope is? Regardless, this could really be the thing that, makes me something. And I don't expect you to, one, forgive me, but maybe you'll respect me a little bit more after this. Who knows? You can't say I'm not persistent. Oh, being called up. I'll have to tell you the one about the airplane food next time. Totally original. No one's ever done something like this before. Bye.
Thank you everyone for playing. Sorry it ran so long. I should have been more harsh on the rolls when you were in this stupid thing. We would have run out of candles way sooner. But thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you everyone for playing. And I hope you had fun, even though it ran for 6 years. But, thanks all. And thank you, McStabber, for hosting this. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.